Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Jason here. Today's video, we're going to be breaking down AMC, what I think AMC is going to be doing this week. Hopefully the market is up as well. If you could, make sure you guys smack the like button below. Definitely helps out, lets other people learn about AMC and maybe not have seen this videos before. It also helps out with the channel as well. If you guys aren't a sub, hit the sub button below, hit the little bell notification, and let's get into it. As you can see here from the last week, I just want to do a really quick breakdown of last week real quick. Last week, heading into Monday, looked great. Monday actually looked pretty good because remember the Friday before that, we had a very down going into Friday. It was very down. The whole market was a whole. We came into Monday looking very hopeful. Obviously, we got up to around $9 going into Tuesday, but Tuesday on throughout the week was just a down week for the whole market. It's been a red week. The 10-year Treasury bonds and the 5-year Treasury bonds have been higher than usual, about 1.6%, which had made the whole market pull back. And it hurt. It definitely did hurt AMC. I do think we had some very positive movement going into Monday, but the whole market as a whole pulled back, which hurt AMC going into Tuesday. As you can see here, going into Wednesday as well, fell again. Going into Thursday, we had a little bit of fall. Thursday, we kind of held their own right there, went straight across pretty much for the most part. And then Friday was a little bit of a weird period. We had a down period at the start and then an up period towards the end. We finished the weekend out at $8.05. Aftermarket hours, we fell down to $7.97. Aftermarket doesn't really matter as much. I'm hoping, here's what I'm hoping. The Senate did pass the stimulant bill. That goes back to the House now. If it gets passed in the House, which it likely will, that goes to the president. It gets signed. As soon as that gets signed, I do think we'll see a lot greener markets, obviously. Just judging from the past stimulus checks that got signed into law, the stimulus bills themselves got signed into law, the market had an upturn. So I'm hoping this week in general we have an upturn. Obviously, we probably won't get that bill signed until Wednesday, but I'm hoping we'll see some positive effects Monday, Tuesday, and then going into Wednesday. Going into Wednesday, we do have AMC's earnings coming up. Now, I know a lot of people that don't really know why I'm getting at the AMC's earnings and why this could help. We'll pull up IMAX real quick and tell you guys what happened with IMAX, right? IMAX's earnings were bad. Don't get me wrong. I think the same thing, earnings with AMC are probably going to be bad, right? IMAX had a year-over-year from last year to this year, it's negative $21 million. Now, you might be thinking, well, that doesn't sound good, but it doesn't sound good, obviously, in a regular market, but it actually beat the earnings estimates. Earnings estimates actually had IMAX losing about $25 million, but they only lost $21 million. Their EPSs were a little bit above where people thought they were as well, and that shot IMAX from $20 all the way to $25.05. Now, what do you think is going to happen if AMC also has better than expected earnings? We could see AMC jump from, let's say it's at $9 once the price comes out on Wednesday. We could see AMC jump up to, say, $12. Now, that would help in the price, but that would also catapult us into some euphoria. And that euphoria would transfer over into higher volumes of how we're going to get this puppy moving at the end of the day. There's obviously some other things here and there that could work as well. But, again, we do have some very promising news, hopefully, with the earnings. Hopefully earnings aren't as bad as we think they're going to be, or the big guys think they're going to be, and that will catapult this stock into about the $12 to $13 range, and then we could see some euphoria pour back in, and when euphoria pulls back in, that would bring volume with it, and volume equals a higher price, as long as that volume is in buy volume, that's what I think we'll see, kind of like what happened to IMAX. IMAX jumped $5. I could definitely see, AMC jumping anywhere from $2.50 to $3 if everything's good with the earnings. As you can see here on the 21st, obviously with options, you already see these starting to pile up even higher and higher and higher. We haven't had some pretty good bunches down here at the $20 mark already. 7,000. You had 3,000 at 17. You got another 3,000 at 16 already. You got 9,000 at 15. You got another almost 2,500 at 14. 13 at 5,000. So you can see right here, obviously you get to $10. It goes up a lot more from there, especially from 12 on. So these options to me look like people are being very bullish, and I'm hoping that is due unto part to, one, the stimulus checks hopefully getting passed come Wednesday, and two, we have another catalyst on Wednesday as well, and that would be the earnings calls. So here's this post on Reddit. I'll read you guys real quick as well. It's from Wall Street Pants. What is really behind the AMC meeting on May the 4th? You guys are missing a very important piece of information here. In my opinion, you're absolutely losing it because you're concerned that the dilution of the 500,000 shares coming. Again, there is an option that AMC can take to put 500,000 shares into the market. That could happen. Think what is about to happen on May 4th is what we were asking each other for the last weeks. Why is the AMC management, why aren't they having taken action, and why don't they care? This is the moment when AMC versus HF war taking the next step, where the management wants to F the HF exactly how they did with AMC lately. So here's how the process usually works. In order for a traded publicly company to issue additional shares to their previous portfolio, the company has to do with a total audit of the shareholders and to count each other's shares that was ever issued by AMC. This is a non-avoidable requirement because it has to do with the legal matter. An official valuation of the business, and SEC is the first to be notified. We are suspicious that on the market floating 2 to 3 times or even more the AMC shares officially has on public market. The reason of this suspicion is because the amount of shorted shares increases. While we see this shorting availability is under 1 million shares for many weeks already. The question is evident what the F is going on here and where the F is the SEC looking at. Our suspicion has a solid ground because more and more numbers are put together, and it's official already that the AMC is one of the most ever held stocks with 99% utilization rate, with under 1 million shares available for shorting per day and being shorted every day with at least 15 million to 100 million shares. Again, these numbers I have not actually looked at myself altogether. This is just a post that I've seen that was, again, it was very interesting to read about. Do you guys see any logic here? I'm sure you don't, nor do I. And I think AMC's management and CEOs particularly don't see logic in this as well. I think the AMC CEO, being very intelligent and smart individual, came up with an absolute legal, and I would say even most legal tactic to F all shorts. Absolutely yes, during the process, all previously issued shares are accounted and aligned to an owner. During this process will be counted all of the shares in appearance of synthetic shares. Becomes not a problem, but a significant conflict. This can result in a brokerage and HF's license withdrawal and guarantee jail for who was involved in the process. Think about this. You have a car in a garage, but one day 10 more people are coming to your garage and are showing you that they have 10 similar titles of your car, but you never sold your car and you never had a loan on your car. No financial institution had ever issued a loan on your vehicle, and no one ever saw the original title of your car except you. I hope this makes sense. Now, this does make sense, though, again, because they can short shares more than once. You can hold a share, and they can actually even short that share. You won't even know it. So guess what will happen? Yes, boys. Brokers will order immediate cover of the synthetic AMC shares that are now traded and shorted daily, and we don't understand why the numbers make no sense. By May 4th, absolutely 100% of synthetic AMC shares should be covered. No exception, no excuses whatsoever. And of course, you know what that means, right? Prepare for the real takeoff apes. Because this is what will happen really soon, no matter any news, even if next week AMC will declare 100% a loss for last year. This won't affect the takeoff because it smells crappy around and isn't a joke anymore. I don't think that's going to happen, though, in AMC in terms of declaring 100% loss of last year. Because, again, I just showed you IMAX. IMAX was negative, 21 million, and their stock still jumped $5. And that's one reason why I think this could happen again with AMC. Now, remember when you guys are listening to these things, these are all entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. I don't get paid to be one either. I am just a nerd on the internet who loves stocks and loves making money, whether that be real estate or business or whatever that may be. I am, 31-year-old guy who just loves making money. So remember, take my videos with a grain of salt, and make sure you do your own D&D as well. On top of that, I will bring you guys the best stuff that I can. I can also bring you guys lots of facts, but also at the end of the day, make sure you guys are doing your own D&D on these stocks, whatever stocks I'm bringing on here as well. But I do think, and I have high hopes for AMC, and I do think we can see AMC double, triple, or wherever it may go from here, because I do think right now it is very cheap and a very cheap place. And especially even if nothing was to happen, even during the recovery, I think we could double your money from here. But I do think that the shorts are there. Everything's there. We just need volume, and we need a catalyst to catapult us to higher and higher places. Obviously, having hedge funds buy back in is the fastest way for us to slingshot really quick. But we can create our own volume, which will then put more pressure on the hedge funds, which then makes them buy in. And that's how I think we'll see this thing catapult. And I'm hoping on Wednesday, not only with the stimulus check getting signed into law, the stimulus bill getting signed into law, and on top of that, also having maybe a earnings call come in from AMC that is not so bad that people think. Again, I will be streaming that Wednesday, so if you guys want to be here, I'll be streaming that live. Make sure you guys hit the sub button below. Make sure you guys hit that bell notification that we guys are always up to date on the videos and the live streams. I stream every day as well. If you guys want 2 free stocks with Webull, there's a link down in the description. You get 2 free stocks worth $1,800. Also get these tier 2s. Hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the sub button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.